Oh boy, bit of confusion with the setting up. So I had because I ordered the wrong PlusIIIx connectors. Well, they're the right 4-way. They're just made for I think something like a, oh gosh, something like a smartphone or some sort of thing. It's just a kind of miniature version. I've got to use crocodile or alligator clips at the moment, connected onto the left and right, right of each, height 1, height 2, height 3. Haven't done height 3 yet. Just been going through height 2. I'm thinking, why is it not sounding? Okay, everything's sounding, but hang on, let's have another listen, and then think, oh, hang on, something not right here. And as it turns out, well, that's the Denon there. Let's go to okay, I think that's it there. And I'll show. Okay, because all the wiring was corrected for the outputs. Can I zoom this in a bit? Go a little bit more and just scroll over. Okay. The colour's set to night mode on the computer, so that's why it looks a bit weird. Okay, these are the outputs for the sort of common. That's the left, that's the right, and either one of these would be the centre, or well, they call it centre back, don't they? So it's just basically duplicating the same channel twice, just so you can adjust it, sort of thing. Anyway, that's only one output that needs to be used. I'm only using pin 10 and pin 23, I think, 24, 23, yeah, pin 10 and 23 there. Anyway, what I was figuring, what was weird, and as it turns out, because here you got left, and then you got NC, no connection, and then you got RS, and then you got common. So I was connecting my left up and putting the other lead on the NC, and of course on the common, that was just, it's the angle, it's awkward to see at the back anyway, I thought that's something weird, and I double check, and then get the light on the phone that I'm using, and then get it round at an angle, and I think, oh bloody hell, I'm missing in the what's it, because I've got to order some PlusIIIx connectors again, that they're right size, so I can just connect the wires and then just push in the PlusIIIx connector. At the moment, I'm using alligator clips that are connected onto the and that works with the alligator clips. Just go through. Oopsie. Got butterfingers. I hate these phones, because when you touch the screen, the video stops and you got to start again, for Christ's sakes. Go to the pink noise. Go left and right, and that's that should sound in the centre middle there, which is, That's sounding. That's sounding over there now. I've got to get the levels all balanced up, and that's sounding over there. So that's correct now, except got to do the balance and then just use the EQ controls just to get the timbre of the frequency similar to each one in turn. So that's great. So I was thinking, bloody hell, the thing's faulty or something, and I think that can't be. That's more like it. That sounds more like stereo now. Or, well, three channel height. Yeah, sort of like 3-channel height 1, 3-channel height 2, 3-channel, well, once I put the other one in, be 3-channel height rear. And then of course I've got to figure out where the other outputs are to get the extra channel. Which I think could either positive, it could be pin 1 positive, it could be any of these here, it could be these ones here, or this here. I doubt the SW or, well, the bass extension is connected on this, like the CP45, because they just basically stripped quite a bit of it down, modified it, put some extra extra board on it. Where's the where is it? What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I know what I'm looking for. Where is it? That sounds okay from the front to hearing it at middle height. What am I looking for now? So I think I've already shown you lot out there what the extra channel is and sort of thing. But this is just the same as a CP45. I mean, you go inside and, you know, look very carefully at the board, and you can see the date. There it is. The extra channel basically is that. There is what is the surround channel, and that there is the center channel. That's left, front, center. Left front, center front, right front, and surround channel. And the only other thing that's kind of not included here is the SW bass extension, because it's all behind the circuit board. The LED's not there present, so I would have guessed they would have, but I wouldn't be surprised if it could be remodified. So if I could activate the bass extension, then I could feed it through to a combine all of them into one output, which would be used behind the screen. I placed another sub-bass speaker, which is, I think it's about there. I think it's about in that area there somewhere. JDL sub that I would use for bass extension. Please don't think of me as an idiot. I've got health problems, and don't think of me as an idiot, because I've got 165 IQ, but also I've got demons. I've got bloody health. I've got health issues. So this has been really going slow today doing this. Just fade that down. Blimey, that's -40. And it's still sounding bloody loud. But then, depends on how loud the, you know, yeah, what's it is, the music. Oh gosh. Maybe use that. Just cut it down by 70 there. It's down at 45. Still pretty. 45. I mean, 40 dB is, you know, on a cinema fader, and 50. Blimey, you know, that's well below flipping fader. Oh gosh, that's well. I think that's well below fader too. Somewhere or near. Very low. Oh. Give it a tap with your finger. I got to resolder that. Yeah, I've got to resolder that LED. Bit of a dry joint. Oh, it's a lot of maintenance to do and such, and oh boy. Well, I'm not doing any more on this tonight. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed because I'm cream crackered. Otherwise, you know, and I've got to do that again. Do that center middle, or dog. Woof woof. Dolby overhead guard. So yeah, I still got a little bit due to, you know. Oh, I kind of like this. Version of Moonlight Sonata. It's kind of really out of this world. Or, well, because it's associated with this sort of movie, and yeah, it's kind of got that outer world sort of thing, hasn't it, Magic? Yeah. Oh, it confuses my cats. They don't know what I'm doing. They're thinking, bloody hell, is he doing this sort of thing again? Bloody hell, when's he going to give it a break? It's ongoing, Magic, I'm afraid. It's ongoing. Yeah. When I had the that enclosure on the floor earlier tonight, or was it last night? Yeah. Yeah, he tried climbing inside it. Oh dear, you little bugger, Magic. You like little boxes, don't you? Yeah. Oh, I am absolutely cream crackered. You're a bit exhausted there, aren't you, Madge? Eh? You're a bit exhausted. You're sort of like, yeah. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Makes a blooming mess, you know, and you got to drill and then screw up everything, and then you get dust, and you got to vacuum up all the dust, clean everything up. Oh, bother! What a load of bother! Space those out. Left and right. Space them out. Just I'm thinking about it, but as it is, really, within this sort of area, within the sort of seating area or plane of the, it's parallel. I mean, over there, and wow, I can still detect all the, yeah, I might just see where it is. I'll do the rear one later in the day. Anyway, and I've got to figure out those wires. Got to see which pin outputs it is. So the way I figure that out is by connecting the lead to the amplifier that I'm going to be using for the ambient below surround channel. Because I'm turning things around. I might turn it the other way around. There's always, I could do that, and I could do it upside down, inside out, and back to front if I wanted to. Just see where it goes and what happens, what sound comes out ahead, or kind of, whatever, a kind of first sort of thing or whatever. Just see what goes on. What else am I forgetting? Oh gosh, what else was I forgetting? Oh gosh, the pin outputs, yeah, so I've got to find, that's it. I'll connect a lead to the amplifier, and then I'd have to have it in the kitchen, a little speaker, a little JBL control one that's going to be used, and then turn off all the other, and then just go through the pins with the wires on the PlusIIIx connector that I got connected onto the back there on that DB25, and then just go through it until it sounds. But then I've got to double check to see which one's positive and which one's negative, because it's a balanced output. So I've got to see which one, and I think, how am I going to do it? How am I going to check that? Well, so far, what I've noticed with the pin connections is pin 14 is positive, and that's on the bottom part of the DB25. And then I go over to the next from the left surround over to the right surround, and it's pin 20, and that's positive. But when it comes over to let me see, when it goes over to the center channel output, which would be used for the would be on there, the EX, the centre back surround, CBS as I would have originally called it, but around about 1990, 1998. Yeah, I think that's nearly a full year before EX came out. Yeah, pin. Yeah, my hands are shaking because my nerves. Pin 10 positive is at the top on there, and it's come down to the next output to there. Yeah, so that's sort of like yeah, the positive output seems to be at the top for this. So yeah, it could be any one of the the next so many at the top part of the DB25 or somewhere on the bottom. One of them's going to be the positive and negative, and I've got to make sure I get it right. It won't blow things up, but it would kind of make the signal sound a bit strange with maybe sounding with pink noise, or really, well, pink noise. That's the thing, because it's anti-phased. I haven't got a test signal to output, and even though I can output the signal of multi-channel, it going through a to test for matrix decoding, it won't steer the signal to the matrix surround output. It'll only go positive, 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 left, center, right, positive signal. So the only way I would have to test to see whether it's sounding, I'd have to use oh gosh, let me see, what have I got? I have to use a signal that's probably from oh god, I'm trying to think. Anyway, this video's going on a bit. Hey Sooty, stop scratching the carpet up. Gosh, you boys. Yeah, I'll have to use a signal because usually on the CP45s, and because it's the SA10 modified, usually when you press these two buttons simultaneously, nothing's going to sound. Just wait for a moment and you'll see the LED come on. There it is. That's pink noise, and there's sub-bass extension, and then it's like going through the center. Now it's going through the right. Now it's going through the surround. And notice the the sub-bass extension on the left, and center, through right, and then it goes to matrix, and then it kind of goes off. That's because the signal's summing, and it's going over to the optical bass extension. It would have been easier, I suppose, if I got a CP45, particularly with the wiring, because it's a little bit awkward with the SA10, because I had to get DB25 connector with PlusIIIx connectors connected to it on a circuit board. Anyway, yeah, so it would have been easy if I had some CP45s. So, I mean, the difference with the SA10 is those aren't there. They removed it because there's a board that connects on the back. It's not connected on this at the moment. Plus the let's put the light on. Plus the crossover, because it's got built-in crossover on there, and the outputs here for left and high frequency, low frequency. When the crossover is used, you'd have low frequency, high frequency, low frequency, high frequency, low frequency, high frequency trims. And then you got the surround channel over here, and then the sub bass extension trim there, and there'll be another one of those on a board, a Cat 515 board. They're in a little plastic bag at the moment. So I would, yeah, it'd have been easier for, you know. And of course, all the these pots here, these trims here, they're sort of centerized. So basically, how I got this one wired right is I got the wires at the back looping, so they're going on to non-sync. I believe it's non-sync 1 for left and right, and then I take those wires again and then I bring them over to non-sync 2. So when I'm in that mode, non-sync 2, it'll be ordinary stereo, and when I go into that mode, it goes into matrix, or goes into Pro Logic mode on non-sync 1. And of course these, they follow the input for the optical input. You can bypass that and bypass the optical preamp, and then yeah, use the noise reduction if I wanted to, just modify it. And then you got a mic input on there. That's just for auditorium announcement. But these work okay. They do okay on the side surrounds, and to do my what was it called? Voice of Satan. Voss. So I've got Dog now. I haven't got Vogue. I've got Dog. Dolby overhead guard. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. You know what I'm doing, alright? It's pretty fun. It's going to be exciting. It's all about the hype, isn't it, Sooty? Yeah, the hype. I think that would have been a bit easier if I had used the other, but I thought, bloody hell, they just look cool. But it would have been easier if I could have got some more Dolby SDU4. Because these are cheap, but they're almost not far off from the weight of a CP45. I mean, you know, we're only talking not many ounces away from being equal the same weight, and yet that's a 1U frame, and that's well, yeah, go figure. But this gets a little bit warmer, and yet the CP45s are a little bit cooler, like the SA10. Oh yeah, and the other thing is that there won't be an SRA board on the SA10. But I'm pretty sure you'd be able to activate the pink noise on it, but I'm not sure if that's on the chip or if it's partly through a logic switching and it sounds partly through the well, if it does, I could always test to check it by removing the, because if I want to generate pink noise out on the CP200, it generates through the Dolby SR cards. When an A-type card is put in, you get a tone that's it sounds like that sort of thing, and that's intentional, and that's just due to the nature of the tone that's the tone that's used on the A card. Yeah, I suppose if I pulled the SRA card out and then try and activate, and if it sounds, then that would tell me, okay, but I'm not doing it now, I want to go to bed. It would tell me that, okay, that the signal is not going through the and it's like I say, all these connections here, they're still on the SA10. This board is just being modified slightly, so I'm just trying to think if I were to short out, or maybe try and connect something between where is it, there and there, yeah, here and here. Try and maybe I might be able to get the pink noise to activate on that, because that would be helpful, that'd be useful. Anyway, it's very complicated. Oh, it's easy with this, you know, activate pink noise on that. Boom, pink noise. See the light flashing. And pink noise going there and there. That's left. And I've still got a bit of this music playing in there as well. It's a pretty cool system I've designed. That just goes over LCR, and then if I go into that switch and then that switch in there, and then activate pink noise, there's my left center, there's my right center. So when the two Mexicans in Terminator Dark Fate say, "Is that your father over there?" and he comes to the factory, because he's not really, you know, he's a Terminator, because he's, you know, you could hear the dialogue of the two people speaking there and there, rather than the other way. It's pretty cool with the 5 screen. And then of course other sounds could go over to the far right or over to the far left, or in the center, and brilliant. But anyway,